Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all on this Sunday morning. First and foremost, Grand Rising, and I know a lot of y'all are up early this morning. I know a lot of y'all is up early this morning, getting ready for church, getting ready to go out and give the good Lord praise. I just wanted to chat with y'all. This is another story time of mine. I know I've done a lot of videos about the stuff that I went through training in karate with my martial arts background, with me holding a first degree black belt in Shotokan Karate. But this is another story time when I was on the journey to black belt. I had to do a retake on my blue belt test. So here's the story time. So like I think I was like a blue belt testing for my second degree blue belt or third degree blue belt. It was one of them. But during the belt test, before the belt test had started, I had I was doing like a lot of push-ups before the belt test had started, and I was a little like worn out. So when it came time for the belt test, like I was, we were doing like the techniques that we were needing to do, but my form, my technique was a little off, and also when I had did the ki, cause when you're doing your forms, when you're doing your katas in karate, you say kia when you do the last strike, but in taekwondo when you're doing your hyungs, when you're doing your forms, you say gihop, which it sounds kind of like a kia, but yeah. And usually when I say Kia when I'm doing my forms, it's usually pretty loud because I remember when I competed in one of the tournaments, I came in third place for kata. Like I remember my dad had told me that I had the loudest Kia. God rest his soul, R.I.P. My dad was still living during this time, but like I remember after we did all of our techniques and self-defense techniques, I remember my instructor at the time, my sensei at the time, he said that like all of us have to do a retake on the blue belt test. And so I had to do a retake on the blue belt test. So the next day I practiced. I went outside, I put my gi on, I trained, I practiced my techniques as hard as I could. And I remember my dad had told me that he knew what was wrong with me. I was doing all them push-ups and like it pretty much had wore me out. And the thing about it too, like I wanted to be just like my dad. I played football. I also trained in martial arts. I was trying to be like my dad, but after he passed away, I had to realize that I can only be myself, and being myself is the best. It's amazing when you just be yourself. When you just focus on becoming yourself, life will be a whole lot easier. So yeah, when I was practicing and when I did the retake for my blue belt test, I got promoted. I got promoted to third degree blue belt. Yeah, I got promoted. Yeah, to third degree blue belt. So, I mean, that's one of the journeys that I had testing, like being on the journey to black belt. I had to do a retake on my blue belt test. See, that's the thing, like, as a martial artist, martial artists, I mean, we're not perfect. We're not Superman. We're not Superman. But with me being in martial arts from age 13 all